This is my entry for this week's DreamSnap, Treasure Hunt Extravaganza. Now for this one, I was kinda going for a weird mix of Indiana Jones meets Aladdin's Cave of Wonders. I was admittedly wanting to use the fall leaves rug I've seen others use as a stand-in for lava, and thought it worked well for a Tomb Raider set off a trap feeling I wanted. I also thought those new pillars worked well for the old run-down look I wanted to go for. And those flagstone doormats were perfect for creating a precarious pathway for my character to be escaping on. I was trying to keep the path centered, but as you can probably tell, it's a little closer on the left. I probably should have started with the pathway, and then added the lava, but I didn't think of it at the time. And that's when I realized how off my centered path was. So I tried fixing it. But it was really hard to tell, so I just hoped I got it in the center. And spoiler, I did not. And it is an issue later. Extending my lava, since I'm not sure how much room I will need. Adding the straw and wood dragon dummy, as I was hoping to get its silhouette in the background, and kind of make it look like maybe it is the reason for all of the lava. I wanted to use the elemental stones as my fake walls. I've used them in the past, and with the right lighting you can get some faint light streams in your shot. I didn't quite have as many as I thought I did, and ended up having to alternate between different variants. I was looking for the gold piles, and grabbing anything that might work in the shot as I tried to find them. I tried to alternate with the different sizes and rotation to keep them looking less cookie cutter. Grabbing some more interesting items. I liked the idea of using that treasure chest, as the stone matched the stone walls, and I thought it looked cool. I moved her to the back by the dragon, thinking maybe that was what my character disturbed that set off the lava and angered the dragon. Checking how it's looking, making the path a little longer, and realizing how off-center it is feeling. Adding some mud path underneath to get rid of the green grass, while I debate how to fix the off-center feeling. Adding some stone path to the edges to help blend it in. I was hoping the edges of that path would be hidden under the lava, but it wasn't, so I had to go with a different pathing. Filling in the other side as well, and the top part. Adding more wall. And I like the idea of the pillars framing the chest. Checking how it's looking, scooting the dragon, shifting some things around to help center the chest and pathway. Adding more path, and it's really starting to feel off-center now. Debating how to fix it without having to move everything. Decided to shift the left side over a bit. I also wanted to put some stone underneath the chest, partially to help get it centered, but I also thought it would make more sense if it wasn't in the lava if it was supposed to be important. Adding a bunch of red lights to help with the dangerous atmosphere. Checking how it's looking. Adding some lanterns to add some glow around the treasure. Adding some pyrotechnics for more drama in the shot. And trying to get them in spots that the box won't show. Checking if they're visible. Looks good, but I want to check in camera mode to make sure. I wanted to use a hey hey transition pose to make it look like my character was running away. Remembered to set off the fire so I could test that too. Looking pretty good, but I want to add more details. I tried to add candles to the lava for a stronger fire vibe, but I didn't like that they stuck out of the leaves and you could see the candle part. Dropping a bunch of items I thought would be fun to add. Adding some magma in. I wasn't really sure where to put them, but I liked how they looked. Scattering some gems around. I liked that the ancient plate, a time-bending item, added a broken rundown vibe. I thought it would be cool to replace some of the walkway with it, to make it look like it's crumbling in the lava, and thought it added to the dangerous, need to get out of here vibe. Getting distracted placing some other items, since I need to move them out of the way anyway. Adding some sparkles to the lava, hoping it will help with the hot and moving lava vibe. Adding some more ancient plates. And scooting my lava around, trying to get it to go under the plate. But it really didn't want to. So I had to do a lot of adjusting to get it to work. Checking how it's looking, adding more crumbling spots, more gems and sparkles, testing how it's looking in camera mode, and I notice a very green tree and sky at the top that needs to be cut out or covered up. Trying a different camera angle to see if that helps. And it does, but now the dragon is getting cut off and is very hard to see. So I get rid of the gold behind the dragon and move the lights closer to help silhouette it. And I add the swamp willow to help darken the top of the shot. I didn't mind the overgrown vines feeling it added, and the dragon is feeling better now. Testing it to double check, and I'm pretty happy, but I want to add more fire. And there's a small spot that's still showing sky, so I need to fix that. I thought it could be fun to add some baby dragons as well, so I grabbed a critter house. And I put it too far back, so scooting it forward. Testing the shot again. Realized that the pyrotechnic box was too far down to be helpful. Moving it up, trying again. And now it's too close. Scooting it back. Back into camera mode. Still too close. And that's better. But I wanted to add more magma and try to get more of the foreground path in the shot, so you could see where my character was trying to get to. I thought that one was a little big for that spot, so I swapped it out for a smaller one. Moved the pyrotechnic box back so I can show more of the spot without it showing. Dropping some eels and scorpions, for a little touch of Indiana Jones and his bad luck of getting into infested tombs and ruins. I wanted to add more of them, but it just didn't make sense for them to be in the lava, so that really limited where I could put them. Checking how it's looking, and I'm pretty happy, but I want to add a scorpion to the foreground. Checking how it's looking in camera mode. I like the scorpion, but it's getting cut off, so I need to scoot it up a little. That looks better. I would also like to get some of the baby dragons in the shot, and they don't want to stay in the area I want them, so I'm going to have to use a glitch to freeze them. The Critter House version of this glitch is only usable on PC. I'm separating some of the dragons, because if I freeze one of them in a bad spot, I have to pick up the Critter House to reset them, which will reset all of the critters in the house. So, just in case, I thought it would be a good idea to keep them separate. I decided I wanted the red one on the right, so I put the house there so the dragon would spawn there. Then I could move the house to a more hidden spot, as long as it still is in range for the critter's wander zone. It shouldn't have a problem with you moving their house somewhere nearby. Testing how it's looking, and trying to figure out where exactly I want to freeze them. So to freeze them, you just have to pet them, then immediately go directly into furniture mode. If it worked, they should be walk-throughable, and won't move. Separating the green dragon to freeze them on the left side. Hiding that house. Waiting for him to come to me, because I don't remember if I can change which direction he is facing after I freeze him. Checking their placement. I'm pretty happy with it. Now I just need to get my character in the right spot and angle with the hey hey transition pose I want. Plus I wanted to add a slight twist to the camera's rotation. Now to get the pose I wanted, I am starting out in the hey hey pose, and waiting for my character to reach for him. Then switching into the hands up pose and taking the shot immediately, to get my character at a slightly higher angle so it looks more like it's a running position. It did take quite a few tries to get it, but I'm happy with how it looks. And somehow I didn't notice that the fire wasn't going in that shot. I didn't notice until I had already exited the game, so I had to reset up and try again. Thankfully it didn't take long to get things set up again, and then I just had to catch the pose at the right time again. Which did take a few tries, but thankfully wasn't too bad. I'm pretty happy with how it came out, and if you're curious, this snap took less than 2 hours to do. Thank you for watching the video. Please like it if you found it at all helpful, and subscribe if you want to see more like this.